This is a bit different. I am doing a favourites video, and because it's such a lovely day, I thought I would do it for my garden. Look who I've caught there. Done it again. Oh, what a sight.
I'm in bindweed, darling.
So there he is. He is their gardener. Watering. That's what he's doing. He's watering. Take about 15. Here I am in my garden, and do you know, I am doing a favourites video. And look, and my plan is that not only will I tell you about my current July favourites, but I will also do it whilst doing a bit of gardening, possibly, for you. So we'll have a little chat about my current favourites, and I'm going to sit under the pergola and do that, and then I'm going to do a spot of gardening and carry on chatting to you. Come to this channel, you don't just get clothes and makeup recommendations, all the practicalities of life. First of all, I have to tell you that I've just discovered this Keep Cool mug. Corksickle. Have you heard of these? I hadn't until this came in my FabFitFun box. And it didn't come with, it came in FabFitFun with a straw. But I have found these on Amazon and they're not with a straw. I think FabFitFun just provided the straw. On Amazon, you can just get the tumbler, and you can get other shaped drink keep cools. What else do you call it? A drink keep cool. It's a drink keep cool. But I used this. Sorry, wriggling around in my chair. I used this at the weekend when we had some people over sitting in the garden. It was 86 odd degrees, and the outside of the container warms up with the heat of the surroundings, and my drink inside, my Aperol Spritz, kept perfect. Even kept the ice as ice inside. Now, I hadn't realised actually how, when you're having a drink, you kind of expect, your senses get to know what temperature of the drink to expect from your hand holding it. Like you pick up a glass of wine, or you pick up a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Your mouth knows what the temperature is going to be from the sensation in your hand from holding. So I'm holding this and it's feeling a little bit warm. Take a sip, and it's such a pleasant surprise to get a cold drink, cold liquid in your mouth, cold Aperol Spritz. Obviously you don't have to put alcohol in it, you don't have to have alcohol in it, I just happen to have Aperol Spritz. So pleasant. And it kept it cold for as long as I was drinking that particular glass, I don't know, an hour or two, let's say. Anyway, so Corksickle, fantastic, definitely recommend. Really pleased that I was introduced to this, and yes, they will be in my Amazon store, so you can shop for them. You might want some silicone straws as well, but as I said, they're not sold with it, so I'll try and find some silicone straws too. Actually, I do really find these silicone straws very, very useful. I do actually take them out with me, keep them in my handbag, and take them out with me for, if I'm out of the pub. I don't want to use a straw from the pub. So, yeah, silicone straws as well. Face masks. I am still face masking in the UK. I am still, in crowded places, still going to wear a face mask. And these masks I love. They come in a set of 3. They're NEQI or NEQI. Anyway, they are available in the States as well as in the UK. So I'll link them down below for you in the US too. But I love these because they are quite snug on, and they're triple layered material, and snug. So snug here, the elastic loop is not too big. It actually really does stay there. They snug around here, snug, good size here for lady size. This is lady size. They come in men's size and they come in children's as well. The only failing is there isn't a bar across the top, but I do feel that the rest of it and the triple material, I feel really comfortable in these. They're breathable, and I feel they're protecting me better than many others I've had before. So these masks, absolutely love them, and I have bought 3 packs and been wearing them for months now. So yeah, totally reusable masks, loving those. NEQI masks, and they have been in the newspaper marked as best purchase or best recommended mask. I already had them before then, but so I was pretty pleased to see that they were number one. So that is worth you knowing about if you want to continue to wear a mask in the UK. I did mention in the video I did on face sun creams where I use tinted sun cream, and I did a video on that, and I'll link it here for you. I mentioned that I would use ColourScience Total Protection Sun Forgettable Total Protection Colour Balm on my lips because it's a lipstick. Clumsy lipstick, but it's a lipstick and it's an SPF 50. This is blush, lovely, lovely colour. Anyway, if you want to know more about it, that's the video up here. But I have since learned that not only is it a lipstick, and that's why it's the awkward shape here, it's because it's also a blusher. How neat is that? Sun protection, factor 50, and it is a blusher lipstick, easy on the go, because you only got one thing in your bag, plus your lipstick and your blusher match. So I thought it was worth mentioning this again because of the fact it's a blusher as well as a lipstick, and just let you know about it. So sometimes when you're buying a lip gloss, they're actually drying, aren't they? And I was looking for a tinted lip gloss to use for the summer that's actually not drying, that will actually do my lips good and make them feel moisturised. So very cheap, Revlon Kiss Glow Lip Oil, and they're tinted. And this one is a peach colour. These don't dry my lips out. They're wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. A really nice moisturising summer lip tint, worth you knowing about, I reckon. And when I have longer hair, as you remember, and I sometimes put it up in a bun or a ponytail, when I did that, there's a lot of white under here, a lot of white underneath here. And I was talking to colleagues at work who said, well, why don't you just use a colour spray? And I didn't really know what to buy. Two of them both said that they've got friends that swear by L'Oreal's. And it wasn't that they used, my colleagues didn't use it themselves, but two of them had friends that did and think this stuff is fantastic. So coincidentally, they both had friends that swore by this L'Oreal Magic Retouch. So I got some. And do you know what? It stays in your hair for until you need to wash it again. I really also can see where they're coming from on that. I got the dark blonde and it was perfect for me. So if you are looking for, you know, root retouch or underneath here as a spray, Instant Root Concealer Spray from L'Oreal, you probably can't do better than that. I have told you numerous times that I love the Avon Glimmersticks as an eyeliner. I've told you numerous times because I used to use Bare Minerals and I find them expensive. So as far as I'm concerned, the Glimmerstick is very similar to the Bare Mineral one that I use. Now, you've heard this from me so much, I don't want to bore you, but what I do want to say is that I have, if you want to try these, my own experience is the blue one smudges a bit. This is brown, and I've had this on since 9 o'clock this morning. It's 80 odd degrees here. We don't have air conditioning, so it's muggy. I've been out on a walk, I've had lunch and so on, and no smudging. If I had been wearing the blue one, I would have had some little bit of darkness underneath my eye that I felt like I needed to rub off. Anyway, so if you want to try these, I would say don't go for the blue. Now, when I say that about the Avon Glimmersticks and blue, I do find blue of any eyeliner, any brand, problematic. I do find that smudges, so it's not particular. It's not a negative about the Avon Glimmersticks. It's a negative about colour blue eyeliner. I do find that. So anyway, if you want to try the Glimmersticks, avoid the blue. And really, probably with any brand, it may click, it may ring a bell with you that you were thinking, yeah, it was blue that I got those smudges under my eye from. But in my experience, yeah, any blue eyeliner smudges on me. So I stick with the brown, and the black, and green's okay too. Green works, but as I recollect, the green works too. And aubergine colours, I think they're fine. Definitely the brown that I am using today, definitely the brown has staying power. Right, what next? So now, I wanted to get myself some white Birkenstocks or Fitflops. Well, no, actually I wanted to get myself some white Birkenstocks. I did want white Birkenstocks. And I had found some and I put them in my basket and was thinking about it. But I also had to throw a pair of Fitflops away that I have had for 7 or 8 years. I had to throw them away this year because they finally just gave up. So that was 2 pairs of shoes I wanted to buy and needed to buy. And then I came across a pair of Fitflops in the design of the Birkenstocks I wanted. So, job done, I got the one shoe. The one shoe. Perfect. That is a Fitflop in white, in an attractive design, similar to what I was looking for in Birkenstock. I mean, I was looking for Birkenstock bands across here, you know, that sort. But nevertheless, that is a really attractive shoe. Great for going out in, where I would wear the white Birkenstocks, and comfortable. So I've got my Fitflop, Birkie in one. You know, open up, show more. I'll try, if it's still available, I will try and show you. But it's so comfortable. Hasn't given me blisters at all. No wearing in, really comfortable. Cushioned, as you'd expect from a Fitflop. So, very pleased I was able to condense my 2 shoe purchases into one purchase, one shoe. So I said that I would actually do a bit in my garden. So I've got my spade. I've got a couple of kales here ready to plant that I've grown from seed. And if you've watched my vlogs, you'll have seen that earlier on in the year I did plant some seeds. I planted some pak choi and I planted some spinach. I'll show you in a second, but while I'm here, let me just show you this. This is something I bought years ago from Amazon. Decided it's a picker-upper because I have difficulty bending down and kneeling down to things, so I use this to pick things up because I'm forever dropping things on the floor. Anyway, having bought one, I then needed 2 because I wanted one upstairs and one downstairs. And also, if you drop one on the floor, then you need one to pick one up. Then I found in the spring, gardening, weeding and so on, bending down for weeds was awkward on my back and my knees, mucking me up. So I started using the kitchen one for outside and now it's covered in mud. So I ended up ordering a 3rd. So now I've got an outside one and 2 inside ones, but they're worth mentioning because absolutely, if you have bad back or bad knees and are constantly bending down or needing to bend down or asking someone else to pick things up for you, they're brilliant. I've got a raised flower bed here as well that says John's built me out of a brand called Wood Blocks that we ordered online. It's pretty pricey, but it means that I can actually get to my flower garden here. But I can also sit because I've got a bench. And this is a clever gadget. And I got this from Amazon. Now it's a bench, so I'm sitting on it there. But also if you're kneeling, you can turn it that way, kneel on it, and you've got hand rests so you can get back up again. So I bought this a couple of years ago from Amazon, but it's absolutely fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And it was Bob and Brad, the most famous physical therapists on the internet, that actually, in their opinion of course, that actually recommended that. Oh dear, dropped the kale. Well, there we go. I've got my picker-upper, that's handy, isn't it? See what I mean? You see? There we go, just like that. I was able to rescue my kale. Now, I did try to preserve my veg and so on with netting and with these sort of tunnels. These I also, funnily enough, got from Amazon. There's so many different sorts, but I'm quite pleased with these, so I'll put them in my store just in case, in the gardening section, just in case it's something you are interested in. I'll just lift these back, and then that means that I can then get to the soil to actually plant my kale. So I put some coffee down here last week to keep the snails off, but it seems for some reason the coffee's gone mouldy. I wouldn't have expected that. That surprised me. I think I would have thought that in the soil the coffee wouldn't have gone. I suppose it's just decomposition, isn't it? It's part of decomposition, isn't it? It would do. It would do, and that's okay, isn't it? Really, I suppose it's okay. What else tell you about coriander? When I love coriander. I buy it in the supermarket. Apparently when you buy it in the supermarket, at the point they're selling it, it's pot bound. So I've had success in the past by just putting it into a pot in the garden straight away. It's lasted me the summer. But I thought, hey, do you know what? I've actually got a flower bed. I've got a vegetable patch. I'll just put it in there. It's doing very nicely, actually. My coriander from the supermarket. Cheated because I haven't grown it from seed. But why do I want masses of seeds of coriander? I just want one plant. So happy about that. Anyway, let's get these four kale plants planted. And I did apparently grow kale early, but I didn't know what I was doing. Kale a little bit later in the year. Anyway, they're doing all right, so I'm just going to pop them in here. Look at the root on that one. I've just ended up dropping the soil off it, but it'll be fine. Plant it in amongst my lamb's lettuce and coriander. It should do okay. There, I think that's just one plant there, but that will do. That will go in. I've got plenty of space, and later on, I've got some other kale to plant, but it's not big enough. I felt these were ready to plant, so I've got those in. And yeah, marigold gloves. My hands are sweating. I really need to buy myself some gardening gloves. I'm gonna have to find. I have had gardening gloves before, I just don't have them at the moment. Normally, I find marigold gloves are actually okay for gardening, but in weather like this, when it's 86 Fahrenheit, my hands are sweating in these, so I've got to get them off. And now I'll see you all in an outfit.